Welcome back for a game break, everyone. This is part 2 of the Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes character list. I will start with the characters that have names and then move on to the unknowns. Let's start. First up is Cassius, a general in the League of Nations. He was in the part 1 video, but his name and affiliation were unknown at that time. He can be seen leading troops during a war battle phase. It's unknown if he will be usable in turn-based battles because many generals were unavailable to use outside of the war battles. It's unknown if Eiyuden will follow that trend, but I imagine it probably will to some extent. Goldwyn, a general of the Galdean Empire. We see him fighting against Cassius in one scene. Like Cassius, he showed up in the part 1 video, but we didn't know anything about him, so I included him here too. Francesca, she looks to be a mage-type character with a sweet-looking exterior, but she also seems to have an F around and find out attitude within her that's waiting to come out. So this guy is Yumiru. I'm guessing a tactician. He's a man of definite importance, showing up in army battles and key story moments. I'm assuming he will have a large impact on the game's narrative given his prominence. Dux Aldrich. He leads a powerful faction of the Galdean Empire and is a genius politically and militarily. He strives for a better world with improved technology. He will be a key antagonist. Chapel Winlart. He is a young Galdean general who serves Aldrich. Scarlet is possibly this shaded out Sharkman from the DLC selection vote, or it could be a different character entirely. I think I found this shaded Sharkman in this particular screen grab. The fur colors seem to match up, and hey, the more Sharkman, the better. Milana and Quinn. I don't know for sure which name belongs to who, so I'll talk about both of these characters here. One is the gothic dressed girl here with an eye patch wielding dark magic, and the other is a bespectacled girl wielding a large hammer, it seems. And it's likely to be the same girl shown in this cooking scene, as the braids match up with the character art. Lido. We see Noah challenging him to a big Goma match. His eyes have stars for pupils, and he is either wearing a trench coat or lab coat. My first thought was either detective or scientist, or maybe neither. Kogan. Possibly another character from the East Reach. He can be seen bowing before Noah and is holding onto what looks like a cannonball in his character art, so gunpowder may exist in Eiyuden's world. Dijkstra, a bovine beastman seen in the card game and performing a triple team attack in battle. He is one of 2 confirmed characters from his race. Clark, a divorcee who will be running the theater in your castle town. Carrie and Momo. These 2 are together again because I am not 100% sure whose name is whose. First is the blonde, who is in all likelihood Eiyuden's version of Vicky from Suikoden, so she will probably use teleportation magic and appear in any Eiyuden sequels. The other girl here who is shaded out is the same girl, I believe, who appears during this magical girl team attack along with Malor. Modern Vampire, the second place winner from the character select during the Kickstarter, made it in-game, but will probably only be an enemy and not recruitable. Based off the Japanese spelling, Gigina. It's hard to make out what he is. I thought he could be a lizard man like Hogan, or it could be a dude wearing a mask. Confirmed to be usable in combat. Now to the unknown characters. Let's start with a cool one. We have a great looking allied general who gives me some serious Odessa or Valeria vibes from Suikoden. Not much is known about her, but on cool factor alone, she succeeds. I pray she is usable in combat, and she's from the League of Nations. Important stateswoman, likely a queen within the League of Nations. Based on her garb, she is likely Cassius's direct superior. An archer from the East Reach. They are shaded out, but I'm guessing they are female based off of the outline and shoes with heels on them. Castle Chef. This shaded out chef is likely the same one seen here in the latest trailer and is likely gonna be our army chef. Elf Girl number 1. She is seen during story scenes and ever so briefly in battle. I almost missed it. She will probably be important to Marissa's side of the story. Elf Girl number 2. A younger elf with a panda on her apron. She could have something to do with taking care of animals. Her appearance on the key art may suggest some narrative importance. Blue-haired girl. During the early Eiyuden Kickstarter days, maybe during an AMA, I remember an android character being mentioned. With this girl's two-toned hair, sleek outfit, and arms that look like they might be glowing in combat, she could fit the bill. And she appears in Marissa's story, which is significant because Marissa's people are known to be somewhat advanced technologically. I'm not suggesting they built her, but maybe perhaps they found her and revived her from some type of ancient ruin. We'll see. Appeared in the Tokyo Game Show trailer, it's hard to discern too much more. Could be an NPC even. Blonde martial artist, seen kicking some serious butt during combat, looks awesome. A young looking soldier with a blue cap that is from the Empire, I think, as he is often featured with Galdean characters. Enemy general from the East Reach, maybe. She seems to be working with the Galdean Empire. She wears a fox mask and has an Eastern aesthetic. A blonde Galdean soldier wearing plate armor. He looks very formidable, but he doesn't give me the same crazy vibes Luca Blight did in Suikoden. Maybe he'll change sides. Guru's daughter. I'm guessing this is her cured or being treated for the affliction she was suffering from during Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. She could be a recruitable character or just an NPC. Male elf, a male elven archer. As seen by his key art, he also appears during Marissa's story. The second bovine beastman. I thought this character and Dijkstra were the same until I looked closer at their art. He's big enough to be a combatant, but he could be a support character instead due to his softer looking appearance. A recruitable dragon. Noah can be seen riding him in battle during a team attack, and his character art looks great. Dragon men. There's at least 3, I think. So the first 2 are seen here. The one with the beige scales and red eyes seems to be a leader or king in the League of Nations, and the one with bronze scales and gold eyes seems to be his subordinate. Seemingly a third is seen here during an army battle encounter, but he has beige skin and gold eyes, so it doesn't look like he is either of the 2 I mentioned earlier. A leader within the League of Nations. He appears to be the cool-looking Lady General's superior or king. A young, dark-haired girl wearing a poncho. She is seen in combat fighting with Marissa, doing a team attack, and her character art was shown during the card game too. A luchador, seen during a team attack and is part of the Beefy Boy Club. A white-haired girl that is maybe from Marissa's tribe. She is seen super briefly during the army battle phase in the last trailer. Tree Stump Elder. Our recruitable Tree Stump character seems to come from a specific race, and this could be its leader. Farmer, pretty self-explanatory. He will most likely run our farm in the castle town. A recruitable griffin, seen in all his glory during the cooking scene in the last trailer. Blonde-haired acrobat, seen during the card game. It looks like he is wearing circus-like clothing. Dark-haired girl with a ponytail, seen in the card game. It's hard to discern too much more about her at this point. Scholar, at least with the glasses, he looks like one. Maybe he's the strongest character in game. I don't know. Never judge a book by its cover. Egg leg announcer. It makes sense an egg leg centric character could be in the game, and he could be it, but I think he might just be an NPC. A fisherman, since fishing is in this game, it makes sense we're going to recruit somebody that has something to do with that, and this could be him. Yelu's brother or clansman. Seen in the key art, he sports Yelu's bangs look, so is likely from the same tribe. Then we have 3 randos. These last few are seen in the background in a few different shots, with a couple of them being really hard to make out. They could be recruits or just NPC characters. With that, we know most of the game's cast now, but there are undoubtedly going to be more surprises still in store, and I'd bet good money some of the best are being saved for last. I hope you enjoyed your break, and I'll see you next time.